Hello guys, my name's Jason and welcome to Creeper World 3, Arc Eternal. This video series is going to be based on the story alone. There are many different aspects here we could venture into, but the story is where this is going to be focused. And I think we're going to be doing 2 or 3 missions per video, or up to 30 minutes, and then at the end of that one. So let's go ahead and start with Carseer? Planet is shielded. Keys needed from planet Tempest. Let's go to Tempest. You are currently locked. Alright, hopping in. Excellent. This world which should suffice for demonstrating the core capabilities of the ship. There's a creeper emitter here. Yes, I'm afraid so. Much has happened while you slept. Dozens of human civilizations rose and fell, each trying ever more desperate measures as creeper would always return. The last whispers of final civilization haven't been heard in many thousands of years. As far as my sensors can ascertain, only ruins remain. Why was I forced to sleep through all this? Only to awaken to utter desolation. Strange, this world seems to contain some manner of pod. Technological remnants are rare, so I would investigate. Follow the ship's automated assistance systems, and acquire that pod. Well, first of all, let's put our command center down. We can zoom in quite a bit. Let's start off a little close. I like to put these out far enough that you can build in between them. You can see we can place another building here. And then we can just start off with the pattern. Now for you guys who have never played Creeper World before, I suppose I could go through a tiny tutorial as I play. The main objective here is to collect more terrain or territory. The more territory you have, the more energy you can collect using these little collectors, aptly named. And with more energy, we can make more weapons and ammo and all that other good nonsense. So let's go ahead and populate the terrain. I don't expect any kind of resistance from this first mission, but we're still gonna give it our all. Okay, now it wants me to build 3 pulse cannons. This is your most basic of weapons. So let's go ahead and put one here, put one here, and put one here. Excuse me. Now this will hold off any creeper, preventing it from climbing uphill, which, if I can unselect this thing. Build 3 pulse cannons, yes. Alright, if you look down next to that little blue menu button on the bottom, there's a scale to the right of it, numbered 1 through 10. I know the text is kind of small, but where the mouse is pointed, that's where the terrain height indicator is. So you can see that the terrain is 1 high, and there was a little bit of creeper there, but as we're destroying it, the creeper level goes down. And if I move the mouse over another terrain piece, this one's terrain height 4. So this thing would have to gain 4 heights up to 5, and then it would spill over the top. So that's how the liquid mechanic in this will work. It gets a lot more complex as the game goes on. New elements and mechanics are introduced. But for now, that is like the most basic functionality of the game. Now, I'm wanting to get a playthrough of this done because Creeper World 4 is on the table, and it should be out pretty soon. I'd say within the next year. And I definitely want to play through that. I really enjoy the Creeper World series. It's a very unique and fun experience. And if you haven't played it before, I suggest you do so. Let's go ahead and get more power. I know we really don't need it, but I'm kind of OC about taking over the whole map. OCD. Sorry. Alright, so see, now that we've cleared out this area from the creeper, we can build collectors down there as well, which is kind of the staple of the game. And the more dense and complex maps, it's just you barely having enough space to fight off the creeper and then expanding your territory to become more and more effective. Now, that does kind of mean that once you get to a certain point in the game, you win. Usually, unless you really mess up or you're not paying attention to some sneak attack. Which they do have, spores and the like. will be launched across the map. If you watched the first series or you've played any of the other creepers, you should be relatively familiar with spores and mortars, and about half the weaponry in this game is in the first one. And then the aspects of the second one, which is kind of a unique standard out of the Creeper World series, where it's kind of a side view instead of an upper view. It's kind of a weird take on the game. But there's elements in that in Creeper World 3 as well. Kind of like the nullifier that we have here, which is actually our next objective. I'm going to go ahead and build this right here. I think I've talked enough about tutorials nonsense. As you can see, the energy pellets, white are for construction, red are for ammo. It's pretty standard. If you played any games in your life, this is fairly easy to understand. Not to mention a decent tutorial goes along with the game. So we're just waiting for the emitter to get built. Not sure why we don't have sound. There we go. I'll turn that on for now. I can't turn on the music because there are copyright claims associated with that. I may need to turn down the game volume. Okay. Now in the first one, you had to power up totems and you could escape. Oh, see, we can't build there yet as there's creeper. But we're slowly pushing it back. And another thing you can do is you can relocate weapons. Some buildings, not all. For example, you can move the command center. I don't know, command center is really the only resource collecting building you can get. All your weapons, though, are movable. Alright, so there we go. Just put a pod there and we'll collect the key, which will unlock some sort of function. What do we get? A shield key. Alright, quick and easy short level. Yep. Claim victory. Okay, now we're ready to go to Carseer. So you can see Tempest has that green shield thing around it. I'm going to take this... Well, let's get into the game. I wanted to change the sound volume, but there was no options menu. Alright, that should be good. Excellent. That pod from planet Tempest contained a shield key for this planet. Obtaining it allowed us to lower the shield and access this planet. Entire planets shielded. This must have been some desperate attempt to defend against the creeper. One that sadly failed. The human civilization that developed this shielding technology had high hopes. They accomplished many great and magnificent feats, but the end came for them just like all the others. There's a large structure here. This must be the warp inhibitor. Yes, these inhibitors restrict warp travel to other systems. We need to destroy this inhibitor so we can leave this system. Destroying the inhibitor will destroy all other enemies on the map. Why would Creeper or Loki build warp inhibitors? They did not. I recommend acting quickly and getting us out of here, Scars. No world is ever safe for long. Alright. And as the game goes on, I'm going to start pausing it so I can get some situation, or get situated here quickly. See, we have shields here. So I'm going to go ahead and build this right here to maximize our energy intake. And once we land, I'm going to go ahead and build these two. Okay, and unpause. Try to spread here quickly. You don't want to build too many structures at once because you only have so much energy coming in. And if you try to build more than you can handle, all your buildings will suffer. And you won't get anything built before you lose. Okay, we just got relays, which are like... They work similar to collectors, as in they extend your network, but they don't give you any type of energy. But they are much more efficient. Now you can't connect to a collector like that, but once you put one like here, you can build one way over here. So what we're probably going to do is put a relay there. We'll just stick one right here. No, not there. Let's put it Well, hold on. Let's spread out just a bit more. And then we'll put the collector, or the relay there. Okay, thank you. Thank you, message. Alright. That'll give us all access to that. We're going to go ahead and get our blasters up and running. Once it starts spilling out, it'll come pretty darn quick. So let's get all our bases covered. We need to build out everywhere possible. Let's kind of connect these together. Like I said, I'm having that deficit problem right now because I have so many things connected. Let's get that one there and that one there, and those get built. Hold on. Yeah, we don't want that one there because it can't reach the cannon. Okay, so I think this ground area will be safe with these two blasters here. So we can extend up there. Same thing with this spot. And this one. I will build another cannon right here. Alright, we have these. So we can build a collector down here. I think that'll be enough cannons to win the level. I just want to kind of frog hop our way closer and closer to these creeper emitters. So it looks like we have a little bit of time to expand over this way. We're gonna do just that. That one's not doing me much good way in the back, so move that one forward. And one thing you can do is fully stock these with ammo and then move them up close. See, if I put it here in this deep spot, it'll shoot the deep creeper and it'll destroy more at once than what these are destroying way on the edge. So it'll be much more cost effective just to move one up there and get that thing blasting. Alright, let's expand over this way. There we go. We can move this guy over here. And let's move this one way over to the other side of the map. You can see, look, it's almost completely drained this canal, which will stop the flow here and here. But it is also out of ammo. So let's bring this guy back. Let's stock him up over here. And we'll continue expanding our collector fields. I usually like to make sure it's connected to at least 2 collectors, just in case one of them explodes. That way there's still a connection. Let's link these 2 places together like that. Do that there. Okay. You can see we're pushing forward pretty well. This one isn't doing me any good right there. I can put it here and it'll be connected to the network. You can send pellets of energy and ammo through creeper, you just can't build on the creeper. So we can move this guy, not quite yet there. But we can just put him on ground level and push this back. I'm gonna inch this guy a little bit. There we go. Now we can extend down here. This one isn't doing any good over there, so we'll put this one in the pit. We can move this guy forward. Awesome. Then we can start taking over this upper area. And this will be really good. I want to make sure I can extend these 2, yeah, just like that. we'll move this one here. We can probably... I want to get up here and clear this thing out pretty soon. Let's move that one there. We should have some collectors built and ready by the time that gets up there and runs out of ammo. Alright, so we can build all the way around. Yes, we are doing pretty well right now. But this is still the beginning of the game. Things will not get difficult for a little while. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best Creeper World player in the world, but I have played through this campaign several times. And I've never really had a big problem with it. A couple levels may be frustrating, but that's it. Alright, that looks good for collectors. Our energy collection is off the charts. Alright, I do want to get some blasters right here. Cut off both of these channels. So once these two land, I'll move these two up. We'll get one right here. And we'll get another one right over here. Maybe we'll put it right here. And in fact, we can even put a nullifier down and work on this emitter. And once that's done, we'll be able to clean up all this creeper. We'll be sitting pretty. Okay. We're going to go ahead and relocate some more guns. Some of these aren't doing anything anymore. We don't want that. Okay. Go ahead and just put this one down here. No, never mind. I was going to put it down there to temporarily destroy that little pool that coalesced. But one of the other blasters took a little pot shot and cleared it out for me. Okay, we're able to build in really weird spots now. Okay, area cleared. What you can do is just put this gun right where that emitter was, and it'll just knock out all the creeper in the area because it super enhances its abilities. Alright, but now we can relocate up here and start clearing out all of this creeper. I'm just going to go ahead and drop a few inside of the creeper itself. Weapons and buildings can survive in the creeper for just a little while. And it's usually long enough for these guns to kind of clear out a spot for them to dwell in. And even if they can't survive, you can always just pull them out before they die. So I can just bring him out, and we don't lose one. And he still did his work. And they heal up pretty quick, too. Alright, so that one's dead. Let's just put him here. Alright, so now it's nullifier time. Trying to find a good spot. Right there will work. I do need a collector though. Alright, now all we have to do is wait. The level is complete. As you can see, there's lots of buildings you can go through. Titan buildings, orbital. These are just 3 command centers. There's not any other orbital structures, unfortunately. So now we just have the relays. Let's see, the maximum relay range is pretty nice. And this is an upgradable feature too. You can't really see it yet, but in Titans, you get a structure that will collect resources, a different kind of resource that you can use to do research. And then the research will increase your attack speed of your weapons, your range, your movement speed, how quickly pellets move, how fast structures get built. all sorts of different upgrades. Some of which you will desperately need, of course. These levels are obviously just tutorial level. There's nothing difficult here. But it's a good little beginning video to get you guys settled into the theme and the mechanics of the game. However basic they are in these first ones. Alrighty, clear that out. And we are done. I accidentally said continue playing, but that's okay. We can just go ahead and leave the world here. Continue without submitting. I'm not too worried about it. Click the star to access the sector map and leave this sector. Now this one only had 2. Inceptus. As you can see, we got quite a little journey ahead of us. Now we don't have 6 levels. We have every sector has 2 to like 4 maps on it. And this one has 3, so... And this was Abraxis, and we'll be taking care of this one in the next episode of Creeper World 3. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and even though this is a bit different than what I usually play, I really do enjoy it myself. But I'll see you guys next time with more Creeper World 3.